Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. We are here to talk about how to win your first contract. So let's get into this. Some things that are required if you want to prime the contract, then you need to be in sam.gov. What's up, Lori? What's up, Grand Star? Margie? What's up, everyone? Make sure you heart, you like, you share. Thank you for your patience. So you must be registered in sam.gov. So when you're in SAM, to get into sam.gov, you just need a business. That's all you need is a legal business. That's it. Next, you have to be able to find and review opportunities. This is vital. And I want to share something with you before we jump into me sharing all of this with you. I have a couple of things. For those of you like Grand Star who maybe you're having some problems, it could be, do you have a physical address? No, you can't use what are they called? Like a registered agent? Is it a physical address? Is it in the United States? Have you paid all of your fees? Have you done all of these things? This is what you have to ask yourself. That's what's required to get a cage code. So if you've done all these things, and then you simply just call the SAM helpline. What's up, Jojo? That's all you have to do. And other than that, just call the SAM helpline and they will get you all straightened out. So in order to prime a contract, meaning the contract is in your name, you must be in sam.gov. You do not have to send a letter. You don't have to pay anyone. If you want to pay someone $500 to sign you up, by all means, pay $500 for somebody to sign you up. I just want you to know you don't have to. It's a benefit of our Ultimate Edge coaching class, but you do what works for you. Can I get a free EIN number for the business? Yes, you can. You simply register on the IRS website. You also must follow the rules and regulations. What's up, Brandy? For your state territory. So one of the mistakes people make is they want to win a contract and they're so busy finding an opportunity, getting pricing, throwing together like one of those rage meals. You know, have any of y'all seen this? If you have, type yes, or if you're watching the replay, type yes. Like somebody has like ramen noodle packages in the background and they're mixing, like they'll take a banquet meal. Listen, I grew up eating banquet, but they'll take a banquet meal, throw it in a dirty pan and add ketchup and mustard and talking about, oh, I'm making this for my husband as he gets off his shift at Taco Bell. Ain't nothing wrong with a husband working at Taco Bell, but you know, we know nobody's eating that. You know better. You're just doing it for clicks. So when it comes to a business, don't be that. To have a legal business, you cannot use a PO box. You cannot use a registered agent. You can use your apartment, your home, a trailer. You can like, subscribe, hit the notification, heart, and share this, y'all. You can use all of that. Has to be a physical address. Somebody has to be able to go there. That is the current rule. Not my rule, their rule. If you do not have any of that, if you don't want to get any of that, that is okay. You must do what's called subcontracting. So you can still win your first award. So let me give you an example. So we have a bunch of training work. technical training, value added training. So let's say I need a technical writer to facilitate a class on technical writing. And maybe that's you. Maybe you want to know. Maybe you want to know more. The book does help you with getting started, winnerswaybook.com, because Magnificent Me just asked about it. So you want to know more. You want to know, okay, I want to sub for you. I definitely want to get involved. How do I do it? Well, you would reach out to the person who has the work. You would be what's considered a 1099. You would not be an employee. You'd be responsible for your own taxes, and you would perform the work underneath that company. That's how it works. That is how it works, y'all. That is how it works. So you don't have to get a cage code. You don't have to get an EIN. You don't have to do any of those things if you are simply going to subcontract to someone. There's no reason. Now, for those of you where you want to get a tax ID, you want to get a cage code, you want to be the person in charge, you want to have the contract, right? You want the contract in your name. Then you must register on sam.com, sam.gov, excuse me, with a physical address. So Brandy wants to know about mentorship. I'm going to share something with you, Brandy, in a minute, because if you ask, you shall receive. So let's say magically you've received a cage code, or you're somebody here where you already have had a cage code, and you may be in this position of, okay, I don't know where to start. I haven't won. I feel like this is rigged against me. What do I do? So I have a challenge that I did just share in the chat. That challenge is the 28th of September until the 1st of May. 5 days. If you pay for VIP, you get an hour of Q&A with my success coaches and myself. If you purchase executive, you get 1 hour, 8 to 9 Eastern time of amazing content. We go over many things around leads, business model, the keys to success, the psychology, and much, much more. Now is the time. Now is the time to really get involved and to get a mentor and to get help. So take full advantage. I usually charge around $25,000 an hour if I even do anything hourly. So this is the opportunity to take full advantage. So next, once you get your cage code, it can take days to get a cage code. Then you're ready. Because Willette wants to know, how long does it take to get it together? I would say you already have it together. You wouldn't be watching my channel otherwise. You are amazing. This is for you. Keep going. And so next, you're going to want to go to sam.gov. Okay? sam.gov. And I'm going to pull, these are motivational cards. Celebrate life is to radiate life. I am overflowing with energy and jam-packed full of joy. One of the things that's really amazing about government contracting is the fact that we are providing products and services to the most amazing country in the world. And what we're doing is helping all of these missions. For me, that brings a lot of joy. It's beautiful to know that since 2008, we've been providing these products and services to these various agencies. That's what I think is just amazing about this. So it brings a ton of joy. So now is sharing my screen. It might go black for a second. Don't get concerned. We're on sam.gov. How do you win your first contract? You get a cage code if you want a prime, or you sub. Next, what you're going to do is on sam.gov, you have to find an opportunity. You go to notice type, solicitation, set aside, total small business, dates. Let's do next month. So you see it narrowed down to 645. So if you see 645, I want you to type 645 at the top. You'll see hot water heaters. And for those of you watching the replay, I'd love for you to type too. Fire repair, fire suppression, parking lot, demolition, roofing, mowing and trimming services. Okay, terrific. And thank you all for your participation. So what's really amazing about this is you see a wide variety of opportunities, a wide variety here. And I said, do within the next 30 days. What you want to do is find something that you vaguely feel comfortable doing. That's what I want you to do. And for those of you here live, if you have a question and you want me to answer it immediately, just pay for a badge just so I can see it, okay? If you have questions, feel free to put the questions here. And then don't forget, have the challenge. Oops, well, let me give you a different link. That link didn't work. Let me give you that link. Okay, there we go. So what you want to do is find things that you're very comfortable doing. What is it that you're comfortable doing? That's what you have to ask yourself. What are you comfortable doing? So when I look at this, I see this Army janitorial contract. At the end of the day, people are going to need to be able to clean, and we need to provide it. So you'll notice this swirly. The swirly is there because I need to use a different window. That's all it means. So it doesn't mean the system is down. It doesn't mean anything has happened. It just means that the just got to use a different browser. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. So Coco asked about business credit. Oops. You need to have a physical address. That's what's key. I mean, I understand trying to establish business credit, but at the end of the day, you need a stable address for your business. It's actually a benefit we offer in our UE program. We have a physical address that our students can use. Because what happens if you move from that address, there's a bunch of things. So you can see housekeeping for a small business. So this means you don't need a set aside. You don't have to spend money or put in time to get a set aside. Is anyone here not a small business? If you're not a small business and you're watching live or you're watching the replay, type not a small business. As you're typing that, remember the card for the night. This is a motivation card. Today I'm overflowing with energy and jam-packed full of joy. It's a beautiful card. Okay, so far nobody said they're not a small business. So that means you qualify. This also has residual monies. This gives you ongoing monies, right? You see it's for how many years? Base plus 4, that's 5. So I want you to type 5 in the comments. Type 5 in the comments. 5 years. Type 5 in the comments. Type 5 in the comments. And they're also telling you you have to be registered in SAM as a prime contractor. You have to send electronic questions, and to make sure you pay attention to the FAR evaluation. The whole objective, is for you to figure out what is required. What is required for you to win? Some of you may use a chat GPT. You might use other AI. However you decide to do it, you have to be able to understand what does it take to win. Now, for this opportunity, it provides a zip file. So it means there's many files within that are compressed. This is a solicitation, meaning that they have money and they are looking forward to awarding this to the right organization. This is really important to know. I'm going to share with you the performance work statement. What that means is I'm sharing with you, what are they looking for? What do they want? What do they want from you? What are they expecting? So janitorial, okay, 360, it shows the height, the square footage. Okay, 17 pages. You already know there's potentially a pre-bid visit with Jason, meaning you or one of your subcontractors may connect with Jason to take a look at the space. Okay, it looks like they want to know that you have past performance. Now, some of you may not have past performance. I don't have past performance doing janitorial, but guess what? My subcontractor will. This, that one person can do all the work. They're using the word employee, but ultimately we have to see the requirement and see if they could be a 1099. Okay. They're also saying you may want to have a backup person to avoid days lost due to illness, vacation. You have to dress in appropriate clothing. No siren workforce outfits here. No workforce siren. That's apparently trending on TikTok. You see there's going to be a pre-screen. There's things you're going to have to submit. Okay. So far, what you want to do is, how are they evaluating this? What do they want from you? What does the work entail? Is this something you could win? The biggest mistake companies make time and time and time and time again, other than feeling overwhelmed by this, is bidding on things they are not going to win. Bidding on things where they have a very low likelihood of winning. And it really breaks my heart because it's like there's no reason to waste time. And I'm here to eliminate all of the obstacles. You know, I'm going to share a couple of things as I continue on with this. Tanika wants to know, I ran across one that do not have funds for their contract. What do you do if they do not have the funds? Bid on it anyways. They might get them. I mean, it's like a credit card. I'm happy you're showing us this because it looks daunting. I think I'm just going to sign up for your service. Thank you, Coco. Or Choco. Sorry, Choco. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I messed that all up. Here, let me give you this link too. So I'm going to share something with you. You know, I've been going through a lot of things of recent, a lot of interesting things. They're definitely, oh, chocolate. Choke me. Okay. And one of the things about this space is perseverance. Whether it's a side hustle, it's your main thing, you're trying to figure it out, you have to have perseverance to get your first win. What has happened as a society is we are so complacent. And I was like that for a very, 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 very long time. And I had my moments just the other day, earlier today. I had my moments of questioning things and potentially wanting to just give up. But then what does that do? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. So you've got your cage code, you don't know what to do. Okay, well, you got to take action. Okay, yesterday, part of today was kind of crappy. What am I going to do? Hang out and curse the world? No. I went to the gym. I did what I needed to do. I prayed. So when it comes to these opportunities, yes, things can look and seem daunting. Yes, you are going to get frustrated. Yes, it may not work out how you want it to be. But yes, there's a reason for it because you can handle it. It wouldn't come in your life if you couldn't handle it. And if you agree with that, type yes. I want you to type yes. So I'm going to share another document with you for this. This is janitorial work. It's a live opportunity. Hey, I got a cage code. I don't know what to do. Bid on this. Bid on this. Somebody who has experience doing janitorial work. That's all you got to do. And anytime you see something like this, what you're going to do is fill out 17 alpha. You can put your cage code here, your name, your business name, your phone number, 30 alpha. But do this last because often when you sign it, it locks it. So you're going to do 30 Bravo, Charlie, 17 alpha, 30 alpha after you're done. And then it's going to lock it. And you're only going to give them this page right here. You go to edit, organize pages, extract. See? Okay, there we go. Okay. Are we all on the same page? If we're on the same page, type yes. Okay, perfect. Now, what we're looking for, because we didn't get it in the first go round, is we want to know, what are they requiring? They want to know how are they evaluating this? And I don't want you all to freak out when you see limitations on subcontractors. Don't freak out with that. What that means is, even if you're going to subcontract, do not do what people will share with you on TikTok or on Instagram or somewhere else. What's up, Chisel? What's up, Seattle? My man is in the Seattle area right now. He may even be watching. You never know. I never know what his name is on here. So what I want you to know is, people who win contracts and they're like, yep, I won. And just like that, they're like, I won. You can do all the work. Could you imagine if I did my entire video like that? Like, just my empty chair for the whole video? You would be like, what just happened? Where'd Kizzy go? Did she start a faceless channel? How do you think the government feels? You win the work and then you're like, nah, Joe's Cleaning is supposed to do it. Doesn't work like that. So even when there's limitations on contracting, the biggest thing is people who just hand it off, who just walk away like I just did. That's the problem. So you still have to be involved as a prime contractor. Our technical and past performance is on separate PDF. It always depends on the opportunity. Now, I'm just scrolling to scroll. I mean, there's only 52 pages. It's not a lot. Look how long you've spent on your phone this week. You got enough time to scroll. 52 pages. You can do a Control F. You can do things like that. But I just want you to see how easy this is. Just scrolling. Now, you want to know, how are they going to make the decision? Okay, y'all. So I haven't really watched the red balloon stuff that much. I was actually thinking of doing some shorts on it. Like, pop the red balloon for the contract you want. But here's what I do know, or you don't want. There's a set of criteria somebody has. It could be their hair color, their skin tone, their jewelry. Who knows? And that's how they decide if they're going to pop the balloon or not. So this is the same thing. They're telling you, your balloon will be popped if you, number one, don't give us what we want. Your balloon popped, you're not even going to be in the running. Not going to be in the running. So they're saying to you, most advantageous. So we want to have some past performance. Now, some of you may say, well, Kizzy, thank you. Well, I don't have any past performance. I've never done cleaning. What am I supposed to do? You said there's limitations on subcontractors. Well, then what am I supposed to do? And what? Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Do you see it says, if you have employees with experience, you can include this. You know what it doesn't say? So far, it doesn't say a company you're partnering with that you can't use them. And a person can be your employee and you only pay them for 1 hour a month. So I want to expand this notion because often we think employee, I don't have enough money to pay myself. I got to pay somebody 40 hours. No, an employee just means that they work for you. Okay. So whether you use an employee, you use your experience as an employee, right? You use a subcontractors. They're looking for 3 references. That's it, 3. Now they're looking for a work plan. This is really simple. I don't even know what this does. Apparently, Adobe has an AI feature, so we'll let that do its thing. A detailed plan that includes equipment, materials, personnel. You can throw that in Chat GPT. Hey, give me a 1,000 word detailed plan, da 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 da, based on this attachment. That's your prompt. That's your prompt. It's that simple. Next, the price. I don't know how to price it, Kizzy. Where do I put my profit? You're going to put your price, your profit, and you see how the AI inherent to Adobe. You see it has a summary right here. AI is everywhere, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, the one through X, Adobe, it doesn't matter. What's important is having a basic understanding so you leverage AI. I believe it was 2 Sundays ago, there was a gentleman on here who used AI. What's up, Rogers Entertainment? And he ended up winning. Was that you, Magnificent Me? No, I don't remember if it was you. And then the price was too low. So we had that situation, right? Because of AI. So for this opportunity to get your first win, you're going to put your pricing here. For each building. It could be the same price and may be different. But they're asking for the pricing for each of these buildings. Base year, option year 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 years, okay? So you put your profit in there. Excuse me. The technical document is not hard. We just talked about it. Getting with somebody who understands janitorial is key. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace. You can find them on probably TaskRabbit, or I'm sure there's some house cleaning app or something like that. I know in Florida we have a Brushmaids in Miami. So far, based on what they know as the evaluation criteria, there's nothing here where it concerns me, where I would pop the balloon and say I'm out. And thank you for sharing that. My examples are relatable. It's really important because I find people who make things very complicated often don't really want other people to do it. They know what they're doing. Next, you see the price. You have to put all your pricing in there. And, excuse me, I want to point out something very important. Let's zoom in here. Let's zoom in like we're trying to get some details here, like us waiting for those Epstein files to drop. You zooming in. The quote shall be inclusive of all costs. Got that. The award will be based on whether the lowest price of the quotants having the highest past performance, and past performance ratings possible represents the best value when compared to any lower price quotes. So here's what they're saying. You can give them the lowest price, but if your past performance is trash, boom, balloon popped. Next. I don't like any of y'all. Pop, 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 or whatever. Or the pop, pop, pop with the ladies. That's what's happening here. I'm getting some red balloons, y'all. I'm going to get them in Texas when I go later this week. I know, right? That's what they're saying to you. So in this situation, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. You don't have to have the past performance. Your employee can. The company you're partnering with can. What's key is you must be able to give them what they want. If you're watching this and you're like, nah, this ain't for me, pop, 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 then move on. That's all you got to do. And when I say pop, I'm talking about the red balloon. Okay? For those of you where you see this and you say, okay, this works for me. Here are the next steps that you must take. Because make sure you like, hit the notifications, thumbs up, hearts. We just got to remind people, thank you. And I always forget, share, like, hit the notification button. One of the many mistakes people make is they just rush to find somebody. And this is what they're going to do. Yes, of course we can do this work. You're the 7th person to call. So it's going to cost $3,000 a month for us to do it. And you'll be like, oh, okay. And then you add, let's say, $1,000 to it. You take that $4,000 and you break it down by the 3 locations and call it a day. Well, what if somebody was doing this before? Like the red balloon. I'm sure the people in those shows have had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a situationship before. I'm sure they had somebody cleaning the building before. So you know what you want to ask? How much did you pay in the past? How much did you pay in the past? I do, Yolanda, the 28th of May 1. Please sign up. I'm giving you all a coupon. Take full advantage. 25 off. Please sign up. You're going to love it. 2 hours if you do VIP. So you want to know who did the work before? What did you pay them? What's the contract number? Because you may see it and be like, whoa, they paid $88,000 over 5 years. What? How is that possible? Is what you would say next. But you never say, how did I get my Shein outfit for $2.50? Like $2.50. How did I get a Fashion Nova dress? This is a Fashion Nova dress, y'all. I love Fashion Nova. I don't know how much this was, but it wasn't a lot. I bought it a long time ago. I bought 2 sizes because I'm big into manifesting. So this was the smaller size because I said, I'm one day going to be able to wear it, and I can. I never asked how was Fashion Nova able to sell this dress at such a low price. I just said, ooh, give me 2. But somehow that changes when you're the business owner. What do you mean that's what they paid for in the past? You're over here buying whole outfits for $10 from China. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you don't question how you were able to do that. I was here because I live in Mexico. I was at a restaurant. They'll remain nameless. And the girl at the front had all these Shein packages. You know, they have a store here called Shein. Listen, I don't know if it's a real Shein store, but the tags on the clothes say Shein. I don't ask. But again, when the roles are reversed, how are they able to do it for that price? The same way Shein is. You don't pay people that much. Whoa, hold up. I know what you're thinking. But Kizzy, Dr. Parks with the poppin' curls. Listen, y'all. Can we take a moment for that copper? Man, that copper peptide. Okay. I understand. I even had somebody say to me, Kizzy, I want to pay my people a fair wage. Kizzy, I don't want to pay low prices. Then you know what my answer is? Don't bid on janitorial. You're going to have to bid on something where you can pay people a lot of money. I mean, let's do a little experiment here, because I don't know. What are the top? Y'all let me know. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in here. What are the top paying jobs in the US? And what do they pay? I have no idea. Okay, here, I'm gonna share it with y'all, because we're in a society of receipts. You gotta email me about the peptide. I can't put that in here. And email me if you want anything else, any way it can be of help. Just be patient with me, y'all. Okay? Prepping for a contest, constantly losing weight, got my own emotions, got a man. Earlier today I was crying. It's just, part of life. And that's why I share this stuff with you. I go through stuff too. Does that mean I say, I'm done, bye? Nope. I'm overjoyed with energy and jam-packed full of joy. So I'm going to show y'all, then I'm going to go back to that other one. Highest paying job, CEO, orthopedic surgeon, IT manager, and a data scientist. Let's see what else. A psychiatrist, anesthesiologist, CFO, oral surgeon, a pharmacist. Shout out to the pharmacist on YouTube who says he's licensed in 3 states. Software engineer, a lawyer, a judge, a pilot. You guys can read the rest. So for those of you that are like, oh, but I don't want to pay people low wage, then you're going to have to bid on opportunities where you're filling those roles. Or hire a CEO for your company. It's a mind shift. You may be here thinking like, man, how does this help me win my first contract? Because if any of these things are overlooked, you're going to win. It's not hard to win a contract. And then you're going to be like, I don't want it anymore. And we don't want that. Zoom Testing Services Inc. It depends on what they're using to pop the balloon or not pop the balloon. 30% might be too high, 50% may be too low. Just depends. So when it comes to the janitorial opportunity we were reviewing, you need some experience. You can get it from employees, from yourself, from a teaming partner. You need to put together a work plan. ChatGPT. Ask the person. Set up a site visit. Here's why. Many of you, let me say this. There are people out there that say, you don't want to go after anything with the site visit. I live in Mexico, filter my water. I put it in here. I've been sober almost 12 years, so there's no moonshine in here. Okay, so some will say, don't bid on anything with the site visit. Move on. I say bid on something with the site visit, especially if you can go there. Anna, one of my students, that's how she won. It was for a janitorial opportunity in the great state of Texas. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment of my sobriety. She went, contracting officer noticed her, and she ended up winning. They noticed her because she was prepared and asked very good questions. So if you can go to the site visit, beautiful. If not, send a bunch of people. But it provides an opportunity to potentially stand out. So then there's a site visit. Because maybe during the site visit, somebody notices something. Hey, I noticed that something's up with the floor, or there's some work, or maybe you ask, okay, everybody's going back to work now. Are there hours you don't want us in the building? Are there hours that make the most sense for us to be in the building? I mean, this is the Army Corps of Engineers. Are there any family days we need to be aware of? But in order to win something like this, they give you a zip folder and they make it very, very clear that you must have some past performance and you have to have the lowest price. And you have to accept these two things because there's no way, ain't no way anybody can do it for that price. You're wrong. Or else you wouldn't have Shein, Fashion Nova, and the Dollar Trees, and the Dollar Store, and the Dollar General, and Family Dollar. What's up, Paul? If this resonates, type yes. Type yes. Type yes. In this opportunity, they've already stated, basically one person can do it. So what are you paying this person? $11 an hour? $10.50? A monthly rate? You can still pay somebody monthly and then break it down. Hey, for this, it pays $1,400 a month. That equals this amount per hour, and so you meet all the requirements. Nobody's saying you need to pay somebody $1.50. Maybe you do the work. What's wrong with you doing the cleaning? Rogers, you can easily make 6 figures in government contracting. You just got to have a system and constantly win. That's it. I know one of the greatest things I've ever come up with is my 5-day challenge, Close Contracts for Cash, Trump Era, the 28th of April to 1 May. I shared the link for the executive ticket. I highly suggest you come. If you upgrade to VIP, 5 days, you can ask questions, whole hour of questions. There's tons of free videos. I have had so many people get the book, winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com, Amazon. Get the book, win a contract. Whatever the path is, contracting doesn't change. The only thing that happens is more time goes by. That's it. To win your first contract, registering in SAM if you want a prime, being able to understand and accept what the opportunity requires, giving them what they want, finding who can do the work, making sure the work gets done. Period. That's what it's about. And the card we pulled today, I'm overflowing with joy and jam-packed full of joy. I'm overflowing with energy and jam-packed full of joy. This is important. This is super important. So you have to ask yourself if you're ready to do that. That's it. That's all you got to do. So if you have any questions, feel free to post some questions. I'm going to stay on here for a couple more minutes. Y'all are pondering. I know. I know. It makes a lot of sense to ponder because it is not complicated. It is not hard and it's not overwhelming. It only seems like that because it's new. That's it. That is it. It's like when I first flew to Cancun, I got off of the plane, got my luggage. I think I went through the customs went through my bags. I had a lot of bags. I probably had three or four bags. And then I got outside and it was like I remember being so like panic struck and I was trying to find the driver who was there to pick me up and there's just seas of people and they have these I don't even know where excuse me people get it. They have like these signs that are like taxi taxi. Yeah, excuse me, where are you going? Who's picking you up? Da, 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 da. I was like, "What? This is insanity." Well, now I've flown in and out of that airport. My goodness. I would say maybe almost 50 times. Easy peasy. Doesn't bother me. I don't get freaked out. I know what to expect. I know how flying in country has a different experience than when I fly out of the American Spirit. Shout out to Spirit because they helped me out recently. I love me some Spirit. I know. Listen, I'll be flying private soon only, but until then, I love some Spirit. So now I'm more comfortable. I'm way more comfortable because I have the experience. I put in the reps. That's how government contracting is. The more and more you see it and you're around it and you experience it, and if you want a shortcut, you get a guide to help you. You can sign up for the challenge, April 28th through May 1st. It's a great way. Queen, can I register my son's business without issues? As long as you have his permission. Why not? As long as you have his permission, you can. It will ask for a bank account. Just, make sure you fill out all the information accordingly. He's okay with it. Steven, this whole thing just came into my path and it seems overwhelming, but Kizzy, you've been making it simple. I'm submitting my first contract today. Thank you. No, thank you, Steven. Thank you. Everybody also check out my Facebook group. I'll put the link in the comments after the fact. I have a second channel, Kizzy Parks 2. We're about to upload some videos. It's more on motivation and other topics. There's some more questions. Woo TV, anything with land or dealing with government contracts for vacant land. So Woo TV on the federal side, there's contracts for housing. There may be some contracts for land. I say check out state and local. Tanika, my problem is how to submit. Reading the instructions become overwhelmed with clauses and if it's separate PDF or which page to submit. So Tanika, that's a really valid point. So with the opportunity that we saw, I didn't go into every single detail, but you definitely want to give them PDFs. So in the long document, I showed you where they asked you for the pricing, you would give them the pricing and PDF it. As far as the clauses, often you can just give them a copy of your reps and certs from sam.gov from your profile. And you can also ask them. You can say, "Hey, I just want to confirm. I need that I'm dear Mrs. Contracting Officer. I'm writing to confirm. I just need to submit for this requirement." You can do that too. You can also join the challenge and ask more questions. So I put that there. There hasn't been a time in which something wasn't overwhelming. We didn't come out of the womb like, yes, like that baby, that meme of the baby, We didn't come out like that and just running with it. Like, yes, like, oh, I'm getting it. Like you're playing video games and you got the star. So this is another thing to overcome. You got this. Lori, I prefer Adobe. That's just what I prefer. Use whatever works for you. I like Adobe. Just like I like PayPal. I mean, I don't really use Cash App and Venmo and Zelle much, but it's just my thing. I prefer cash. I'm a cash kind of person. Okay. A mom now. So you're an SDVOSB. Tips, a mom now. And Miss Chocolate Me. Yes, girl. I think you're a girl. I think you're a woman. I like PayPal too. A mom now, what I suggest that you do is you look at your state's marketplace to see what opportunities that they have for HVAC. You contact all of the buyers and let them know what you're capable of doing. And when you're networking, are you networking with the buyers of said state? Is this in-person networking? That's what I suggest, doing that. Tanika, no, you don't have to be certified. Everybody watching should be a small business. Not that non-small businesses don't watch, but chances are, I had a feeling you're a woman, that just select small business. Okay, mom, now you want to network with those who work at the state, the said state. You can network with them. Identify a list of all the procurement people, reach out to them. That's what I suggest you do. And request to meet them in person. It's great to network with other small businesses, but it's about sales. You want to get a sale. So you want to get in with the end user. No, thank you. So a couple quick things. There's a lot of amazing things coming. There are some things I'm trying out. If you're interested in doing some live like manifesting with me, send me an email. If you're interested in our 5-day challenge, 28th through the 1st of May, click that link. If there's any other way I can be of help, or there's other topics that you're like, man, I wish you would cover, please reach out. At the end of the day, there's going to be bumps. There's going to be trials and tribulations. There's going to be frustrations, but you just stick with it. That's all you have to do, is just stick with it. That's it. You know, I just attended Myron Golden's. Roosevelt, I would not give them a coffee cup unless you offer unless you're offering printed materials. It's not that it's prohibited. It's just right now with the whole state of Doge, I think it just looks dodgy. I wouldn't do that. Hold on one second. Let me give you just 1 second. Use this one for VIP, Yolanda, and anybody else. Here's what I would do. Roosevelt, I would say to them, you know what? We have some printed mugs. I would love to bring you one. It's under $25. Is that something I can do? I just want to check, because I'm not here to get in trouble, and I'm just really proud business owner. If that doesn't work for you, I totally get it. I would do something like that. Yeah, April Seymour. Yes, he is. He is a legend, and he's a co-author on my book too, winnerswaybook.com. So, yes, Brandy. Make sure the link, let me just double check it. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Wait a minute. Which one did I give you guys? Hold on, hold on, hold on, everybody. Just give me a second. Let me give you, here, I'm going to give you this one. I don't know why I didn't. I'm so glad you got the book. Here, this one should work. I think I just clicked the wrong button. No, why did that one not work? You know what? Hold on. I'm going to multitask, but I don't understand something. Okay. Just a second. You know what's interesting is never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be involved in like e-sales and things like that. Sorry, you guys, for the confusion. It's this one right here. You should save $25. Sorry. So, but you know what? It's like government contracting. You may say, I don't know how to invoice. What do you do in a kickoff meeting? You got to figure it out. You got to learn. So nobody's perfect. Okay, use that last one I gave you guys for VIP. You saved $25, okay? So I'll put it in here again. It should be, yeah, that works. So what I want to say is, you know, Myron was recently, he's been interviewed a lot. He was interviewed by this guy. I think it's the School of Hard Knocks. They have a beautiful channel here on YouTube. And he was asking him, at what age did you become a millionaire? And he was like, I think I was 45. And he's like, you know, I had money and then I blew it. And he's like, and then I got money again. And Myron has this very beautiful story about, he had all these trials and tribulations. His son passed. And as you imagine, business did not do well. And then 2015 to like 2019, things changed. And then 2019 to today, it's totally transformed. And I'm just so impressed because it's the grace of God, but to also be like, he's 63. And I'm forever 28. Even if you're 63 watching it, it shows what's possible. Thank you, Woo TV, the School of Hard Knocks. It shows what's possible. That it's not, oh, well, I'm too old, I'm too young. I interviewed Aiden and Joey, 18 and 20, on my channel. I don't have the experience. Why would anybody buy this from me? Why would the government buy from me? I can't really do this. Listen, we've all heard those voices, but if we let those voices in my opinion, then the devil wins. So whatever you decide to do to get your first win, very simple. Cage code, physical address, find an opportunity you can win, give them what they want, be aware of what they want, be aware of what it takes to win, and your balloon won't be popped. I don't know what happens at the end when those things is like, okay, good. I don't know if they go off on a date. I get so into pop, 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 pop that I'm like, dang, the person just walked in and y'all were like, no. I'm just like, dang, I didn't know it was like that. Shoot. I do have a man, y'all. So I'm excited. I'm going to see him soon. Boo TV said society make it like 30 is the new old heads. Right. Based on what I've come across, I think most millionaires are, you know what? I want to double check it. I think, okay, if I recall, statistics say usually like the average age of a successful business owner is like 45, 46. I want to say the average age of a millionaire is like 55. It's not 30. It's not 21. And I know all the OF people are like doing their thing and everybody's like, dang. That's what society wants you to think. They want you to think it's too late, that you can't do it. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You will do it. I just interviewed Cheryl on my channel. She's one of my UE students. She sells electric bikes and trikes to the government, state, local. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, y'all. If you want to sign up for VIP for the challenge 28th through the 1st of May, click there. I'll give you all the other link in a second. I just want to make sure the discount's there because you all have been so amazing. Do you have a video of how to set up Hustling with Timmy? I do. There's like a 2024 video, and I need to create a new video. Yolanda, just click the link. It has the code in it. Here, just click the link and you'll see it takes some money off at the bottom. If you scroll, I know it's kind of, oh, Roosevelt, you're so sweet. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm clicking the link. Yeah, that one, the one I just shared, Yolanda, it has the discount. The discount code is like, here, let me show you guys. Roosevelt, you're so sweet because I don't want anybody to think, I want you to see. You see the discount code? Right there. Okay. So, okay. So I have an older video. I actually create businesses to register in SAM. So I got to register this business. So I will create a new one, Hustling with Timmy J. But I got to get the cage code. I got to get the tax ID and get that business registered. Woo TV. Yeah, 40 to 45. April, when it gets hard, I say, I can do hard things. I can do anything and I get through it. That's so true. I mean, when has God ever let us down? When has there ever been a time when we're like, nah, it didn't work out. My life imploded? Never. Is there a vocabulary that I should learn? Hope little. No. A kickoff call is like an introductory meeting. Hi, BJ. What's up? Yes, we're still at it. I'm glad you're here. It's just an introductory call. It's where you go over some of the requirements. The lingo is not needed. What's important is that you execute. So if they say, we need this fencing materials in 2 weeks, you don't say, oh, I didn't know you needed it in 2 weeks. You don't do that. That's it. Very simple. April, manifestation. Change your words, thoughts, music you listen to, everything. Everything is possible to raise your vibration. Very true. Very, very true. So as I said, if anybody here, you want to try something new with me, get into some manifesting things, please send me an email. If you want to be part of the challenge, which I would love for you to be, April 28th through the 1st, come on down. You get a nice discount. I think this might be my first time ever giving a discount on these. We held this challenge in 2023. I didn't do it at all last year. We just recently did it and I love it. Oh, look at you, BJ. Okay, come through, BJ. So tell us, did any of my products or services help with that? And what were they for? Tell us. And then I'm going to hop off here. This makes me feel so good. Let me share with y'all. Listen, I have been in it, y'all. It's been very challenging emotionally the past couple of days. And I got a message about a gentleman who shipped a book to his friend who's incarcerated. I just love the wins and the successes. And so whatever you can share, BJ, if you're still on, I just really like that because it's easy for me to get caught up in what's going on. It's all online, Carlos, all online. If you get VIP, you're going to get the recordings. And don't tell anyone, but more than likely you're going to get the recordings for 30 days, not for 24 hours, whether you do VIP. And so, I get caught up in my own little stuff and then I forget, like, nothing revolves around me. And then my man reminds me, like, let go, let God. And then I'm like, man, he's right. And so I'm very appreciative of what you all do. Okay. I'm very appreciative that you spend your time here. And because of each and every one of you, we have that silver play button. We're the only channel in this space with a silver play button. Don't forget that. I believe fewer than 15% of channels on YouTube have a silver play button. This is serious. As you see, what did BJ say? All good. We won 2 in March. Made my salary in 1 month. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? He made his salary in 1 month. 1 month. And then I said, did any products or services or anything help? He said, I'm assuming it's a he. Yeah, definitely. You've been instrumental. Heavy equipment. Your motivation is what we strive on. Is it like you, your wife? Am I totally off? I am thirsty. I could be off. Okay. BJ, make sure you email me. Y'all can email me too if you want. Chocolate me. Yeah. VIP, you're gonna get a lot of bonuses, VIP. So take full advantage. Have you heard of manifestation subliminal? I heard it's good if you know how to make your own. I don't know Woo TV, but I'm down for it. I'm gonna be doing a lot more manifesting and other things. So I'm really excited. I hit the like button, subscribe, notification. That's so amazing, BJ. Was it state or local? Tanika. So worth the investment in yourself. I agree. Okay, thank you, Chocolate. I may get to it tonight. I may get to it tomorrow. Listen, I like to be honest. Sometimes, I'm balancing a lot. And so I don't want you to be like, dang, Kizzy, it's been 20 minutes. Where's my response? I promise you, I will get back to you. Just, we good. I'm in a good place, y'all. I feel pretty good on my food and my eating. I'm like, my hair is thick. We were having little problems with that. I'm forever 28, I'm just so glad to be here. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for the like. BJ, great that it was federal. That's amazing news. Okay. I adore each and every one of you. With the executive, Brandy, for any of you signing up for executive, you will watch the videos in Facebook. It's a private Facebook group. Don't tell anyone. I left the videos up there for an extra 2 days. So you're supposed to get them for 24 hours. In reality, I left them there, basically all the videos there for about a week. Okay. Thank you for saying I look beautiful. I appreciate it. So that's the situation. We will hold one every month. I'm not necessarily going to have a coupon every month. All I have to say, and what I will say to you, is this. For an entire week, if you pay $297 or use the discount, you get to ask questions. If you're shy, you get to email me questions. That's why I like this. It's about learn, applying, adjusting. That's all it is. I recently just took Myron's challenge. I took it 2 months in a row because I had additional questions. There were things, I was sick one of the challenges, and then I took another one. I'm always learning, applying, adjusting. It's super important to always learn. Yesterday, I did a somersault on my bed because my boyfriend was like, you should do a somersault. And then I didn't know how to do a somersault. I was scared. I thought I was going to break my neck. So I found a video on YouTube on how to do a somersault. I'm not kidding. I mean this. When I talk about learn, applying, adjusting, and doing new things, I'm doing it. I'm not just, contracts, buy my course. Like, I don't live like that. Not how I am. Okay, good. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, it's going to be live. It's going to be great. Manifesting. Ooh, it's going to be so good. Chocolate me. I said you look like my childhood principal. Marva Collins. Okay. Go Marva. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you, BJ. Damn, that's amazing. That's so amazing. I'm just taking this all in. You all always give so much love on here. I always can feel y'all's love every single time. It's very amazing. Google her. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Let me get my. Let me look at that in Margo comments. Okay. I'm looking her up. Oh, did she? Hold on. Okay. In my videos, I do. In our UE coaching, we offer funding. Oh, from Alabama. Oh, wow. I bet you Lori knows about Marva. Wow, she lived to be 78. That's so beautiful. Wow, thank you for sharing about Miss Marva. Tanika, I talk about factoring, but I'll close with this. Many people ask about factoring and funding and where do I get the money and how does this work? Oh, okay, in Chicago. That's cool. Okay, Woo TV. No. Thank you, Brandy. So, y'all, okay, hold on. I'm in it now. Even more in it. Email me with a question or how it can be of help or y'all just email me. Ooh, y'all better take full advantage. I don't know. These hormones are hormoning, but y'all better email me. Okay. If you're interested in manifesting, let me know. I think it's $4.99. I'm just letting you know so you know. We're gonna do it live. It's gonna be amazing. It's 2 times a week next month. Factoring and funding. So I interviewed a gentleman by the name of Boyd. You can see his video. Go to my videos most recent. And we talk about funding. He's definitely the go-to if you're new business, new to this. Factoring. They typically like multi-year contracts. Excuse me. I don't think they give money for construction, but they like multi-year contracts, big numbers. It doesn't mean you can't factor a smaller contract. It doesn't mean that at all. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So cool. Send me an email. And we're getting our second channel together. My amazing editors, they're probably tired of me. So they're getting those videos together. We're going to put those out on Kizzy Parks too. I have no subscribers. You're welcome to. I don't have a banner. I know y'all. But you know, that's the beautiful thing is I am all about action. Doesn't have to be beautiful. You don't have to have a website to win a contract. You don't have to have past performance. You don't have to have a set aside other than what you have, being small business that is. Just like me, I want a second channel. I don't need everything perfect. I've recorded 3 videos. I talk about it. I can't wait to record more. You just do it. If I'm over here telling you and sharing with you, bid on a contract, and then I'm secretly a perfectionist, y'all be like, ooh, pop. You be popping that balloon. We ain't here to pop no balloons. When I try to cash out, if it don't take the coupon, when I try to cash out, there's no, what do you mean it doesn't take the coupon? It's on the screen. It's on the screen. Here, Yolanda, it's on the screen. Here, this is what I'll also do with you. Just give me a second. I got to go back to another page. Just give me a second. Okay, hold on. I think it's this one. Here, this might be easier. Just put that code in there. Cole, it can take a couple weeks. It can take some people several months. As long as you have a physical address, all of your fees are paid, you have a tax ID, and if you need to, you call Sam, you'll be good. That's it. So that's the code, Yolanda. I put it here. Save 25. Okay. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate everything that you do. If you haven't already, check out Winner's Way book. I'm going to have a new book coming out soon. Okay, hold on. To set up IPP, I use Kizzy's video to set up WAF. I use Kizzy video to set up SAN. I use Kizzy video to surprise Kizzy video. If you need some, Kizzy probably has a video on it. Oh, thank you. I love that, BJ. And then y'all won. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, y'all are amazing. I'm going to run off. Yolanda, if for some reason if you need me, send me an email, okay? So I gotta handle something. I'm gonna get some more water. Y'all are amazing. It's very easy. It's very easy to win. So I love and adore each and every one of you. Everything is possible until next Sunday. Next Sunday. Everything is possible. Bye, y'all.